Hey there, I'm Jamie Smith, CF Pro Tools and Funnel University, and wanted to share a quick installation instructions on how to use the new Promo Code Pro add-on. This add-on allows you to have promotion codes that maybe are associated with multiple products, as well as have multiple different promotion codes that maybe offer different discounts. So say you want to have a product that's maybe one promo code is $50 off the product and another one is $20 off the product. This add-on allows you to have both of those apply with the same order form using the same code, and then also have that discount apply to multiple products. So say you have 3 different product options on your page and you want to say, well, I want to discount all 3 of them by $50, then this allows you to do that. And so let me run through real quickly and show you just a quick demonstration of what this is so that you know that this one's the right one for you. So here we have a version of this promo code page, and what you'll see is that we've got 3 products here. And the products are, these are the regular price products. And then if we type in a promo code, so we've got a promo code field that shows here at the top. And, some people call these coupon codes or discount codes. If we type in 50 off, then what we'll see is that the prices change and went from $297 to $247. So this is a $50 off, and the actual message is off a little bit here. I need to adjust that, but this is actually adjustable. It says 50%. It's actually you save $50. So reduce the price by $50 on each of these 2 products, but it didn't apply to this product because we don't actually apply the promo code to that. So this is how this works. And if you wanted to use a different promo code like 20 off, this would allow you to do a $20 off promotion. So this changes out the products again, and we've got the regular price stays at $97 for this product. So this would be a promotion where you want to say, hey, if you spend more than $100, then we're going to give you $20 off. And so if you pick product 2 or 3, those are over $100, so we'll give you $20 off those products. But this one is under $100, so you don't get any discount on that one. So this is the add-on that will allow you to do that sort of cool stuff, as well as do some cool things like, it tells you what code was applied, and it's, you can customize it, have a little message down below the code, so you can give people a reason why they would want to use this, why you would want to offer a discount. So instead of just being, hey, we're gonna take $50 off, or we always offer $50 off, you can do it associated with a point in time, a flash sale, a holiday, a current event, something like that, that people, will associate with and can justify, okay, well, it makes sense that they're doing this. It's Halloween coming up, so we're selling costumes, or we're selling, dog pajamas, or whatever. And so this allows you to tie in with the, hey, it's, we want to give you a happy Halloween special. We're going to take $20 off your order if you just type in the code, Halloween or pumpkin or, whatever. And so that's what this add-on does. Let me jump in real quickly and show you how to install this and use it for yourself. So let's jump back in. I'm going to go ahead and close out this demo page for now. This works on both one-step order forms, which is a traditional order form like this that you would see where everything is, credit card, shipping details, all that stuff is on one step, or the built-in 2-step order form like you see here in ClickFunnels. This works on both, and I'll show you how to install on both. So we'll start with a one-step order form. You'll notice that right now there are no additional fields here. There's not even a product selector, and that's because it's hidden. So I'm going to go ahead and show these things so that you show what this order form would look like and how you want to set it up. So we're going to turn this on, and this on. And so what we have here is just a headline element. And then we have a custom input field. And so if you wanted to add this would be the add a new element. Let's just run through real quick. These are the things you're going to want to add. You're going to want to have a headline that is the headline that shows above your promotion code. You don't have to have that, but if you want one, then we're going to name it a certain way so that the add-on knows when to show that if you've got the promo enabled. And so we have this one above here because we want to tell people what to do. Hey, enter your promo code below, or it could be a question. Could be, do you have a promo code? Question mark, and then the field down below. And then we're going to put a custom input field, and this allows them to type in their promo code or the discount code. And then we're also going to have a product selector. This you're going to want to have on your order form anyway, so nothing special about this one. So the 2 special fields that you're going to want to add that you wouldn't normally add are this headline and this input field. And then the thing with this headline, you can make it say whatever you want it to say, format it however you want to, put it wherever you want to on the page. What you want to do is actually go in and give it a special name. And this allows the add-on to know, hey, this is the headline that is associated with my promo input field. So show it, if it's hidden, show it when the user is got promo codes enabled. So we're going to go ahead and click on the settings. And we want to go to this Get CSS Info, and we're going to click on that. And then for the title for the headline, you want to name it CF-promo-headline, and then click Update. And that's all there is to it. For this input field, just so you know, adding an input field is as simple as click the Add New Element, and then you want to scroll and get to the input, click that input, and it's going to add an input field. And then we're going to want to select the input type of custom type. And then you can name it whatever you want to. I like calling it promo_input. The things that I would stay away from, because you won't be able to see them on the back end of ClickFunnels, is do not name it in anything that ends in _code or _token or test. Because if you put those things in there, or password. If you put those things in there, then ClickFunnels, for security purposes, will filter those things out. So you won't actually be able to see the value. We want to be able to see the value of these on the back end so we know what people entered when we're looking at their orders. So you want to name it something that makes sense. And I think promo input is pretty clear, and you know exactly what they entered. But promotion_code is going to get filtered out. You won't be able to actually see the value. So don't use promotion code or discount code or coupon code or anything like that. Just name it something _input, and that will work for you. And then you can put your own placeholder text in here. It should be you know, something, you know, like enter your promo code. And that's all there is to that. The next piece is setting up so that the add-on knows which field it is on the page that actually has your promotion code and the one that we want to attach to. And the way you do that is just like we did for the headline. You go to the little hashtag, and we want to name this in a special way. So we've got one already set up, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. I just want to show you how to add the input field. So we're going to go ahead and delete this one, and we're going to take a look at the name on this one. If we go and select that and we go to the hashtag, what you want to name that is CF-promo-input. That's how the add-on knows that, hey, this is the input field for my promo code. And then again, you put that in and you click Update, and now the add-on will know which field on the page contains the promo code so that when somebody types in, it knows what to do. And that's all there is to that. The next piece is actually going in and inserting the code. The code just goes into Settings, Tracking Code, and then in the footer code. And you'll see the code is pasted in here into the footer code section. You'll get the add-on code. I'll walk through in a minute exactly what you can modify and how to get it there. But this is all you need to do to actually set up your form. The next step is you want to actually hide this headline, because you don't want this to show up if you don't have this enabled all the time. And the way the add-on is set up is that you can leave this turned off unless there's a special parameter on the end of the URL. And I'll show you just how that works real quickly. We're going to go ahead and hide this. And we're going to go ahead and hide this one. And I'm also going to go ahead and hide the product selector. And the reason that I do that is because I don't want it to show up right away. I want the add-on to do the configuration for the products and then show what is available. Otherwise, you might see a little bit of a flash of the products, and then they might swap based on how you have the add-on set up. And so we just want to leave them. We want to leave it hidden to start with, and then let the add-on do the work of actually showing it on the page when it's ready. And I'm going to take a quick look here to see how we have this set up. So we have a flag that says, hey, do I want to show the promo code field all the time? Or do I want to only show it when there is a flag on the URL called PC on for promo code on? And if that's set to 1, then go ahead and show the promo code. If it's not, then don't show it at all. That way you can have an order form that doesn't necessarily have the promo code turned on, and then But if you want to add, say send a special link to your email list or something like that, then you can just add that little parameter to the end of the URL and the links in your email. And when they click the link, the promo code will be there and they can type in their promo code and be good to go. So in this case, I've got this only on flag set to true, which means I'm not going to show the promo code field unless somebody actually has that flag with a PC on equals 1 on the URL. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what that looks like. And that's why we hide these fields to start with. That way they don't show on the page until we're actually ready for them to be there. So we're going to go ahead and click preview. And we'll see right now, the product, just like you might have noticed that the product selector didn't come up right away. It waited until the page was finished loading and then it showed the products. That's so that we don't see any swapping of products in the background or anything like that until everything's adjusted, and then it will show the product selector. So it will show up, so don't worry about that. Even though you have it hidden on your form, it will show up. The add-on knows that to find the product selector and make sure it's shown on the page. One thing we can add here is if we add ampersand PCON equals 1 to this field and we hit enter, then now when the page loads, you'll see we get our promo code, and it's set to 20 off because I've already been to the page. We'll open this in a new incognito window and you'll see the difference. And then we get our product selector. So everything works there. And now if I click apply, then it's going to check my code. Hey, I got the 20 off, I get my code applied, and I get my 20% off, or $20 off discount. So let's go ahead and open this up in an incognito window just so we can see what it looks like there. So we're going to open in an incognito window, and let's adjust this so we get it all in the screen here. And you'll notice that we don't have the promo code. Again, if we just add, in this case, ampersand PCON equals 1, and hit enter, then we get our empty field with our placeholder text that just says you get an awesome discount, and enter your promo code below, and then we can type in our 50 off, and it can be uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. I can do 50 off and hit enter, or click apply, or click out of the field, and all of them will actually apply the value, so we get the $50 off discount here. And so that's how that works. And let's do this one more way. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go to the overview tab. I'm going to show you what this will look like if we go and use it without preview mode. So if we just go straight to this order form, so this would be the link that you would want to send somebody. And so we're going to go ahead and open that link in an incognito window. And so now we see when we land on this page, there's no parameters in the URL. When we do preview, we kind of get some junk at the end of the URL. But in this case, we want to build a link that will allow somebody to actually see the promo code field. So what we need to add here is $PCON equals 1. And then when we hit enter, then we'll notice now we get our promo code field. The other thing that we can add is if we want to go ahead and pass in what promo code we want to attach to this user, then we can go ahead and add that to the URL as well. So it automatically gets applied as soon as they land on the page. They'll actually see it be applied, they'll see the price difference, and they'll see the message that's associated with that promo code. So let's say in this case you want to send a special link to your email list that says, hey, I'm going to give you we got a special Halloween discount, and I'm going to give you $20 off if you buy a costume today, and it's just in celebration of Halloween. It's coming up, or let's say it's dog pajamas. We want to give you $20 off cute little pumpkin dog pajamas, and in celebration of Halloween. So I want to build out a link and send it in an email. And so we want to make sure they see the field so they know the promo code was applied, and we want to go ahead and attach a specific $20 off promo code. And so we're going to do that. We know our promo code is 20 off. So if I put that same question mark PCON equals 1, and then I put an ampersand and I do promo equals, in this case, 20 off. And now if I hit enter, Now when my page loads, the promo code will be there, and my prices will be discounted. So I get, instead of $297, I'm getting the $277 and the $377 price, and I get the nice little message of Happy Halloween, and it tells me that my code applied is 20 off. So it automatically applied the promo code that was in the URL. And so everything works there. If you mess this up and say it's 40 off, now when it comes up, it's going to come in and it's going to say, hey, no, you get regular prices and there's no such code. So make sure you get the code right when you send it in email. But it'll still work if they go in and type in a different code. If say they have a code from some other time or whatever, they can enter that in, or they can enter the 20 off. So you can also put it in the body of the email, which is always good. You can say, hey, if you know, here's the promo code, but you can put in a link so it's already there and they can already see, oh, awesome, I got it taken off. So that's how that works. So that's how you would attach this. So it's the question mark PCON equals 1. We'll set this to on if you have it set to the only on flag mode. And I'll walk through how to set up and configure that all here in just a minute. And then you can also put ampersand promo equals and then whatever your promo code is. And that's how that works. So let's go ahead and close this out for now and jump back into our order form page. And what I want to do next is actually run through and show you the product setup. Actually, let's hold off on that for just a second. Let's show you how to set this up on a two-step order form. So this is how it works on a two-step order form. Similarly, we don't see any promo code fields here, and we don't want the promo code field to show up on the first step. We don't want it to be visible all the time. We just want it to show up above the product selector. And so you won't see it here, but that's because I just have it hidden. Again, we don't want it to show up right away. We want the add-on to actually do the work of showing it when the page is ready. So if we click on Manage, then we'll see that we have a CF promo headline and a CF promo input. Those are our two fields, just like we set up before. In this case, I have them just below our two-step order form here, and that's just to put them somewhere on the page. It doesn't really matter where you put them. It's going to you're going to hide them so they won't be seen, and the add-on is going to grab them and put them into the right place on the order form when we're ready. So let's go ahead and show this one in preview, and I had it saved with those hidden already, so we can see here that we've got no fields, and we can go in and see that we've got just some dummy data put in here. If I click go to step 2, we'll see there's no promo code here because I've got it set to, hey, make sure that we're looking at promo code on, that PC on flag. So if we add that PC on equals 1, and then we go there, we're going to get the first step again because that's that's our page when it loads. That's the natural stage, is the first step. And then if we click go to step 2, now you'll notice we have a promo code, enter your promo code here, and if we put in 20 off and hit apply, then we get our discounted price. We see the prices change. We now have $277, and we've got a nice little message of Happy Halloween. And so this is how you set that up to work that way. So we have our fields. We've got a headline set up the exact same way as we would on one step. We just have a headline there. We want to make sure and give it you can style it however you want to. In this case, it's going to be on a white background in the two-step, so you want to make sure and just set it to black text. If you set it so that it's visible, in this case, I've got a darker background. You want to make sure that you style it so it looks good on the background it's going to end up on, not necessarily where it's sitting here right now. But if we click the Get CSS Info, we can click on the title, and we'll see I've got it set to CF-promo-headline. And again, just click Update, and you'll be good to go. And then the next, same with our field. We added a custom field, and we give it the name of, or the custom type of promo_input. It's an input type of custom type. You can put whatever placeholder text you want in here, and then go into Get CSS Info, and we want to name it CF-promo-input. It always needs to be that name, regardless of what you tell it when we look at the settings. Regardless of what you put here for custom type, the name needs to be CF, or the title needs to be set to CF-promo-input. That is the name that the title that the add-on is going to look for on the page to make sure it moves it to the appropriate spot and shows it when it's ready. So that's what we do here. And then again, I just go ahead and hide these by default, and do that just by clicking the little hide. And then I'm going to go ahead and click settings again and click hide. And then I'm going to go ahead and click save. The add-on gets installed exactly the same way. Once it's all configured and ready for your products and your codes and everything else, which we'll go through in just a second, we go into settings, tracking code, and then footer code. And then we paste the code in there and everything will work. And then once we've got that in a footer code, we go ahead and click save. And then let's go ahead and open this up in an incognito window. And you can see here that we've got our form and we've got no values. And so we can go ahead and set this to ampersand PCON equals 1. Normally you would do, if you don't have anything else, you'll notice that this is the end of our URL here. We have a question mark, but we also have a bunch of stuff after the question mark. That's why I'm using ampersand here. That's only if you're using the preview and you want to test it in preview mode. If you're not using preview mode, you won't have this question mark already there, and you should just use a question mark. And so you're normally going to add question mark PCON equals 1 to your URL. Just make sure that if you're using a preview link, go ahead and put it at the end and just put ampersand. If you're using a normal link without the question mark in it, make sure it's a question mark PCON equals 1 and go from there. And so we can just put this in, Jamie Smith, and we'll put in Jamie plus, what's today? Today is 10/05/17-1 at cfprotools.com. And then we'll just put in some number. You thought I was going to put in my phone, didn't you? We'll put in 123 anywhere. And we'll put blah. And Indiana. Yes, I am in Indiana. And then we'll select the United States and we'll click go to step 2. And now we'll see we have our promo code field here. And so now we can go ahead and type in our 50 off. And the way this works is if you hit enter, it will apply. If you click here, and it will apply. If you just tab and go to the next field, it will apply. If you click off of the field and go anywhere else, it will apply. So I just clicked off on something else and it automatically applied, and it gives me my message down below. If it were a bad code for some reason, say I did 30 off and that's not a valid code, if I click somewhere else, it's going to say, oops, no such code. So if somebody comes in, they don't have a code and they're just trying things, then it's going to say, sorry, no such code. And the prices are going to go back to the normal price. So that's how that all works. And now let's get into how to actually configure the code for your products. And in order to know how to do that, we need to take a look at how the products are set up. So let's jump in here and we can see we have our products here. Let me close out some of these so we've got some fresh windows. So what we can see here is we've got several, more than just 3 products set up. We actually have, what do we have? 7 products in this case. We've got one $97 product. We only have one of these because we're not giving any sort of discount on this product. You can discount all your products if you want to, but in this case, I wanted to do the sort of offer that says, hey, purchase anything over $100 and you'll get $50 off if you type the code 50 off. Or you'll get $20 off if you type the code 20 off. And so we have 2 different promo codes and we have 3 different products. And so in this case, product 1 is never going to be discounted. We're not giving any sort of discount on product 1. So there's only one of those and it's priced at $97 and it's called Test Service 1. For Test Service 2 and Test Service 3, we actually have 3 different price points. We have the regular price. For Test Service 2, it's $297. We have the $50 off price, which is $247, and then we have the $20 off price, which is $277. So we need to set up 3 different products for that. We have to define each price point up front. So if you wanted to give a percentage off, you could certainly say that it's 50% off. You just have to set up the product and manually set that price up front. So however many different promo codes or different price points you want to use, that's how many different products you'll have to set up for that one. You'll have a regular price and then you'll have a discounted price for each different promo code price point that you want to use. You could use multiple promo codes for the same discount and then you just need one regular price and one discounted price. So say if you wanted to use the discount code of CF Pro Tools and also the discount code of Funnel U, and either one of those you wanted to get 50% off, then you could set it up and say your regular price is $100, your discounted product is $50. So you need 2 products at that point. You have product 1 that's $100, you have product 2 that is $50. And then in the setup of the actual add-on, you'll say, I want to use these two promo codes. I want to use both CF Pro Tools and Funnel U, and either one of those will provide the same discount, and I'll show you how that works here in just a second. But in this case, we have two different price points, actually three different price points, so we need three different products, one for the regular price and two for the two different discounted prices. And then because we have a product 2 and a product 3, they're both discounted, we have to set up three products for test service 3 as well. A regular price, a discounted price with 50 off, and a discounted price with 20 off. So that's the product setup. Other than that, the products are set up exactly the same way you would normally set up. You're just controlling the price point, and basically all the add-on does is control which ones show on the page at the time based on which promo code was entered. The next thing we want to do is actually update the code and configure the add-on to work with the promo codes that you want. So I'm going to drag over the code window here, and the one thing you'll want to make sure of is that you actually use some sort of a plain text editor, a code editor. I'm using a code editor called Atom, and I'm going to go ahead and shut off my tree view here so that we get a little bit more of the code. And so we want to use some sort of a code editor that's not going to modify our text in any way. Or you could just use a plain text editor if you want to when you're configuring this on your computer. Use something like Notepad if you're on Windows. Just make sure it's set to plain text mode. Or if you're on a Mac, you could use use something like TextEdit. Again, just make sure it's set to plain text mode. I have quite a few people that run into issues with these quotes because a lot of text editors nowadays like to make things pretty, and they'll curl the quotes or they'll slant the quotes for you automatically. Whether you ask it to or not, it'll just do that automatically because they think they look prettier. The problem is that when they look pretty, they generally break the code. And so we want to make sure and not do that. So just whatever you're going to edit this, and make sure it's in a plain text mode and it's not editing or modifying the quotes for you in any way, shape, or form. And you should be in good shape. If you install the code and that's not working for some reason, that's always the first thing to check, is to make sure that these quotes didn't get modified and have a curl or a slant to them. So a few things. In this, we've got a section here, do not edit. As it might imply, do not edit. Just leave that as is. It's there on purpose. Leave it alone. The next one is whether you want the promo code field to show on the page just all the time, or whether you only want it to show when you have the special flag in the URL that says PC on equals 1. If you set this to this only on flag, if you set that to true or leave it at true, then it will only show when that flag is in the URL. If you don't set this value, or you set this value to false, then it will show all the time. When your page loads, the add-on will go and find those fields, even if they're hidden on the form, and it will show them. So this one, a lot of people like to only show this, and I would recommend, unless you're going to give your promo code to everybody that lands on your order form, which, if you're using a special form and you're sending it by email and everybody gets a promo code, then great, show it all the time. But if you're driving paid advertising to it and those people didn't have a promo code, don't have the promo code field visible on your page, because what you'll have is a decrease in conversions, because people will land on your page, they'll see a promo code field, but they won't have an actual discount code. So what do people naturally do at that point? They say, hey, there must be a discount because there's a discount field, there's a promo field, so there must be some sort of code. Let me go out to friendly little Google and type and try and find a discount code for this product. They probably won't find one, and they'll probably go away and not buy your stuff. Or they'll just plain get distracted and get lost and not come back. So unless everybody has the promo code, you don't want to show the field all the time. That's why I added this option. So if you want to leave this as true, that's probably the best way to go. If you set it to false, it'll show all the time. So, and just make sure no quotes, just true or false. Just like that, not surrounded by quotes, true or false. So if we leave it to true, it will look for that special flag in the URL. If we set it to false, it won't look for the flag. It'll just automatically show the field regardless. Make sure you spell it right. So we'll say false, and I'll show you the difference when we go ahead and paste this code in here in just a second. The next thing we want to do is actually set up our products or our promos. In this case, we've got two different blocks here. So under our window.cfpt.promocodepro.promos, we've got this array here. So this square bracket means this is an array, which means we have multiple values. We have multiple codes that we can apply. You don't necessarily have to have multiples, but you could. So what we want, and this is basically each one of these represents a different price point or a different discount point. So this one is for the $50 off version. This one is for the $20 off version. Each of these have multiple codes that will work. We could be 50 off, or we could be spelled out FIFTY off. This one same way, 20, the number 20 off, or it could be 20 off, spelled out 20 off. So either way will work. They both have multiple codes. It could also be, 50 off or save 50, could work as well. You could be give me 50, it could be 50 rocks. All of these will work if we leave this in here, and we'll show that here in just a second. So we'll go ahead and leave those in there. So these have multiple codes, but you wouldn't necessarily have to offer multiple discounts off. So say if we only wanted to offer the 50 off, we would just get rid of this and have it so that it's just little curly brackets here at the beginning and the end. If we want to have multiple codes, say multiple price points, we want to offer a 50% off or a $50 off and a $20 off, then we'll leave this just like here, and you'll notice at this curly bracket here at the end, so we've got one curly bracket and then we've got another, we've got a comma. That comma separates our multiple offers here. So we want to go ahead and make sure there's always a comma here. And basically that says that's what makes this an array. So we've got multiple values. This is one thing, and this one here is another thing, and we've got a comma in between the two. So I know this is probably a little geeky, but pay attention, walk through, go back and rewind this and watch it again if you need to. If you want to have multiples of these, just make sure each one of those things is separated by commas. If you wanted to have a third one here, just make sure you go ahead and copy this thing and paste it in with the comma and have a comma between each one. Just make sure you don't have a comma at the end if there's no extra. So don't do that. Just have a comma in between each one of the things. Just know that this is one, this is another, and this is another. And you need to have a comma in between each one. And so that's how that works. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this one. Oh, I messed that up. Let me grab that one more time so we do it right. There we go. We'll get rid of that. And let's go ahead and just so you can see the configuration. You saw how it worked when I had the 2 in. I had 50 off, I had 20 off. We tested through that. We showed how that all worked. We saw the Happy Halloween and all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and get rid of this one and just focus on this first promo. So we want to offer, we want to have multiple codes, and we want to offer $50 off for all of them. In fact, let me go ahead and do this. You save $50. That's what we want that to say, not you save 50%. And so we've got that here. So, and then the next thing we see inside of the curly braces, we see this word of codes. That stays the same. Always leave that at codes. And then we see, again, square brackets means we have an array, or we have multiple values available in here. And we've got each of these ones surrounded by just single quotes, 50 off, save 50, give me 50, 50 rocks. So those are the codes that we want people to be able to type in to get this discount. And so that's all there is. We set that up. We've got in between the square brackets here, we want to put all of our values, and they need to be separated by commas with just single quotes. They need to be wrapped in quotes, each one, and then separated by commas. Then you'll notice we have the comma at the end. So just always work just in between the square brackets here. The next one where it says regular, this is your regular price product. And so, or your regular price products. In this case, we're offering the discount on 2 different products. So we have 2 regular price products that we're going to discount. So we have 2 regulars and we have 2 promos. So we'll notice we have 2 numbers here in this one, and we have 2 numbers in this one. And so those numbers represent what's the product ID of product 1 with a regular price and product 2 with the regular price. So in this case, this is our service 2 and service 3. And so if we go back in real quickly and just look at our products, so what we want to do is actually grab, hey, what's the regular price for test service 2? That's the $297. Okay, I want to grab the product ID for that. The quick way that I found to do this is to right click on the edit and copy the link address. And then open up a new tab and paste that in. And you'll notice when you paste that in, you'll look for a number here that comes just after the products. So it's going to be .com/products/ and a number. So this URL might change slightly depending on which version of ClickFunnels you're using, but you're looking for the products/ and then the number. This case, the number is 863168. You just want to copy that number, and if we go back into our code, we can see that's 863168. That was the product ID we were looking for. And so our next regular price one, if we go back in and we look at our products again, then we want the regular price product for product 3, test service 3. And we do the same thing. We right click, we copy link address, we grab the product ID for this one. If you look down in your little status bar down the lower left corner of the browser, you'll see when I hover over that link, it tells me the URL, and it says .com/products/863171. So if I go back and look at my code, I've got 863171. So that's what you need to do. If you had 15 different products and you wanted to discount them, then you could put commas again between all of them and just single quotes and put the number in. And you can have as many as you want here. These are for your regular price products. You do not have to do anything that's not going to be discounted at all. So if you've just got one product and you're not going to associate a promo code with it, it's always going to stay. It's not going to get touched. The add-on's not going to do anything with it. So it doesn't need to go in this list. This is just for regular price products that are going to be discounted when this code gets typed in. So we've grabbed our Service 2 and Service 3, our regular price product IDs. The next thing for promo, we want to do the same thing, but we want to grab the promo code price product for this 50 off and for the $50 off product. And so if we go in now to test Service 2 and we look for our $50 off version, we've got 247 here. Again, I want to copy the link. I want to hover over the link, however is easiest for you to grab that product ID, and I want to take that number and I want to put it into my code. So if I hover over this one, I can see in the URL down in the lower left corner of my status bar on my browser, it says products/863170. So if I go in, I can see now I've got 863170, and now I will need the $50 off version of Test Service 3. And if I go into Test Service 3 and look at my $50 off version, I get 863172. So I've got 863172. So, and then the next thing that we can modify is our message that shows when a successful code is applied. So this you can change. Right now it says, sweet, you saved $50. Say you want it to say, you know, Happy Halloween! Exclamation point. Then that's great. You can do that, and that is the way that goes. So we can leave that there. And then the next thing that we have is because we actually have, so this is going to look a little goofy. Let's go ahead and copy this now, and I'll show you what's going to happen. Because we have the other product prices there, we have additional products. So all I need to do is copy this code. I'm going to highlight everything. So I just highlighted everything. I copied everything. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back into my order form, and let's go ahead and do this for just the one-step order form. I'm going to go into tracking code. I'm going to go into footer code, and I'm going to go ahead and paste this in, and I'm going to highlight everything. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in. So now remember, on this one, I set the only on flag to false, which means it's going to show the promo code all the time. As soon as the page loads and everything's ready, it's going to show that promo code field right away. If I set that only on flag to true, it's only going to be there. It's only going to show the promo field when I add the little special parameter to the end of the URL. I also have 5 different codes I could use, and I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And we're going to go ahead and do a preview in an incognito window here. This is going to look a little bit weird compared because we've got our 2 additional price points here because we got our 2 $20 off products. But that's okay. We can mess with that. So we see our 3 products. We had 3 different products to choose from. We got 2 extras here because we didn't do anything with those product IDs. because we didn't have, we only have one promo set up here. So those 2 extra products, they're going to show. And that's just because of the way I set up. I went ahead and removed that extra setup, and we'll go through and add that back in here in just a second so that we can see how this works. But now if we wanted to do, what was one of our new codes? We did save 50. And so we'll go ahead and type in save 50. And you'll notice that it doesn't matter if we type it in uppercase, lowercase. It doesn't matter if we click enter, we hit apply, or we browse, click to another place. If we just click apply, then it's going to give us, hey, our products here, these 2 products we have set to be discounted, got discounted by $50. And we have our message, Happy Halloween, our button turns green, our text is green, everything knows that it was applied. So that's all there is to that. So now we have these 2 extra products just hanging out in here. So let's go ahead and do the configuration one more time, just so we know, just so we get it in solid and we get rid of those 2 products and we give the extra discount. So what we want to do here, again, let's go ahead and copy this. I'm going to highlight just the little squiggly bracket to squiggly bracket. I'm going to go ahead and hit copy. And then I'm going to put a comma, and then I'm going to put a new line, and then I'm going to go ahead and paste. And then now we've got 50 off all these. We want these to be the 20 off. So let's do 20 off. And again, doesn't matter if these are uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. The code is automatically going to switch them all for you. We'll do 20 off, and we'll do save 20. Let's do save 20. I like to spell these out, so this is why I built this, to handle multiple codes, because you may want to say 20 off, and to you that might be 20 off. But to some people, they'll hear 20 off and they'll think, oh, well, I need to spell out the word 20. So I always put these in when I'm ever using promo codes. I do the number and the word, just so that it's super clear. I don't know where it came from. Years ago, somebody always said, if you're going to say something, you should know that if you say it on the radio, that somebody's going to be able to type it out correctly. So give them the both options here, just to make sure. And so, we'll go ahead and get rid of this one. And again, we just need to make sure they're all separated by comma. So we've got a comma in between each one here. So we got 20 off, the word 20 off, save 20, and then the word save 20. And so now we need to go ahead and grab our product IDs. And so let's go ahead and go back and grab our product IDs. And the product IDs are actually going to be the same for the regular, because these are the same 2 products we're going to be discounting. So these will be the same. But we need to change the promos because now we have a different price point. So let's go ahead and go back and look at our products. And let's go ahead and go here. And so now we need the $20 off version of Test Service 2. So that is 277 here. That's the right one. So if I hover over, I'll see the number here is 930598. So we'll do 930598. Let me just double check I got that right. 930598. Okay, great. And then we need the $20 off of Test Service 3. And that one is 930599. So that is 930599. And that's all there is to that. And now, again, if I want to show this so that it only shows the promo code field when I have the little PC on equals 1 in the URL, then I'm going to go ahead and set this to true, because that's how I want this to be set up. So I'm going to set that to true. And I'm going to, and I try to put a little comment in there so you know what the parameter is. It's this question mark PC con equals 1. And then I'm going to set that only on flag to true. And now if I copy all this code, and I go back in here to my order form, get to the right one here, go to settings, go to tracking code, go to footer code, and then highlight everything. We're going to take it out. We're going to start fresh. I'm going to paste in that I just copied. I'm going to hit save. And now let's go ahead and open this up in a fresh incognito window. Actually, let's go ahead and close these 2 out because I left one open on accident. So let's go ahead and click and open it in a fresh one, just so we know we got a fresh, clean cache. And when it loads the page, it's going to take a second. Now we've just got our 3 products, which is what we want. We've got our 3 regular price products. We got rid of the 2 extras that were there because we configured our code to say they were discounted products. And so we've got our 3 regular prices, and we want to go ahead and add so we can see the promo code. So now we're going to go ahead and add. In this case, it's the ampersand PCON equals 1, but that's only because this is a preview URL. Pcon equals 1. Oh, I don't know what I did there. I must have hit something extra. So let's go ahead and do and pcon equals 1 and hit enter. There we go. And now we have our promo code field. And now if we put in our 20 rocks, I think what do we do? 20 off. There we go. And hit enter. Then we get our Happy Halloween and we get our $20 off. So our message is the same because we didn't change it. So if we look at our code, it's still Happy Halloween. We can make that something different if we want. But it tells us, hey, you applied the code 20 off, and we actually saw these two products be discounted by $20. And again, if we want this, if we want to actually do this, so let's just jump back in real quick. Let's see what this looks like if we grab this URL. I'm going to go ahead and grab this URL here. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go ahead and open up a new tab in my little code editor here because we're going to make it quick. So if you wanted to create a link out of this that's going to show the promo code field and apply the promo at the same time, we're going to add question mark PCON equals 1. We're going to add ampersand promo equals, and the promo is the promo code that you want to apply. So promo equals, and then we're going to do 20 OFF, and it's going to apply that promo code. We're going to go ahead and copy that, and now let's go ahead and go back into our browser. We're going to go ahead and open up a fresh incognito window, and I'm going to paste in my URL. I'm going to hit enter, and we should get, fingers crossed, take a second to load the page. And there we go. So now we have our promo code, we have our product selected, we've got our 20 off applied, we've got our message, Happy Halloween, we've got our discounted price shown. We're all good to go. So that's how that all works. Hopefully that all makes sense. Definitely you can use this for a lot of different purposes. So be sure to reach out if you have any questions. But this is, when you look at this code, the only things you need to modify are at this top here, just this top script. As you look at the code, you might scroll down and see there's a ton more code here. Don't edit any of this. You don't need to touch any of this. It's ugly, it's magic. Just leave it alone. Don't touch it. All you need to worry about is what's included up here at the top. This is your configuration section, and you don't need to do anything in here in the do not edit. Just edit what's between the configuration section. This is all you need to worry about touching. Everything else is magic. Just leave it alone and you'll be in good shape. Just make sure that you set your data up properly and that you set your flag the way you want it to work. Out of the box, it's going to be set so that it only shows it when you have the little parameter in the URL. If you want it to show all the time, just set that to false and you'll be good to go. So hopefully that all makes sense, and I'll talk to you real soon.